Technology in today's classroom is super important. The students really now don't even know that there was a time that technology didn't exist. It has always been just accessible to them, so we must make it a part of our classroom. Some benefits to the internet or any kind of technology is you get the real-time updates, and so the students will have active materials as well as static materials at their disposal. So this is using technology is a super good way to get them engaged, because they actually probably know way more than we do about technology. They can actually help us, so if you're willing to learn from your students, then technology can be super beneficial. Some things that the book suggests is that an English teacher, they are always worried about creating students that can write well, but if you incorporate technology, you can use things like interviews and podcasts to make them very well good at speaking as well. So that's just one specific subject benefit. Another one is in mathematics. The book quotes that mathematics requires regular opportunities for inquiry and application. So if you do like personal budgets or economic trends, things like that that update real time on the internet, that could be something that a mathematics student could go and look at. There's also video conferencing, social networks. You can learn about other cultures. You can set up where a classroom in America and a classroom in France are actually video conferencing at the same time. So you can learn other cultures really well through that, and maybe even collaboratively take notes during a lecture or research. So there's all kind of benefits. One thing I really liked the book did was talk about digital portfolios. So it really brings, if you do a year-long digital portfolio, the students are really appreciative of their work, and it makes them have a little more ownership of their work throughout the year. So basically, it's just important that we make an authentic connection with our students through technology, that we move into the new age that they have been in this whole time. So the barrier that I see in integrating technology is actually the teacher attitude. You often run into unwillingness from teachers to learn the technology. They always think that what they're doing is perfect, the good days are still enough. They're very scared of change. They don't have the training. Oftentimes the school district can't even provide the proper training. And that some teachers just don't think that technology would help their subject, like a health classroom. They may just think they're just going to run, they don't need technology. So also a lot of teachers automatically assume the worst in their students, that they're just going to abuse the technology and do something inappropriate with it or whatever. So that's another barrier I see sometimes, or that I've witnessed. Also, it does require work on the teacher's part to learn the technology, to be able to implement it properly. So that just scares people. They don't want to put in the work. Also, sometimes if they're worried about the students not having access at home, or that their district is providing different tools in another district, or their classroom doesn't have good Wi-Fi, or they just come up with excuses, I feel like, the teachers sometimes, to get out of it. Also, I see something that's interesting is students are only, at the high school I taught at, students only got one technology course. So I thought that was kind of, that I feel like if we're integrating technology, we should be giving the students more course options for that. Also, most of the time, teachers just throw their hands up and say they don't know where to start. So the Curriculum 21 book suggests starting with an assessment, putting it on Google Forms or whatever, just making that one adjustment at a time. So for instance, an English teacher could replace an essay with a screenplay, and that would incorporate technology. And then you want to share those ideas with your other teachers. So the last thing the book provided was kind of a tips for overcoming these fears of a teacher. So some things I pulled out that I really liked was the words persistence, listening, flexibility, communication, imagining, and then finding humor, just enjoying what you're doing and enjoying incorporating technology and make it fun for you. So that's all I have.